fast enough to like form a whole like cohesive sentence without like inserting like into like everything. Right? It's the
My
same fucking
brain
thing.
stopped picking up on like the more times you said it.
Right? But you see what I'm saying, right? It's the
Yes.
same thing. It is
You're
the
getting passed by
exact
2 planets.
It is exactly the same thing. And that's all that statement means. It has nothing to do with racism. It's none of that shit. If I knew for a fact that I got moderated or banned for any period of time for saying that, I'd go straight to Marm and I'd just be like, bro, I know for a fact that that is not appropriate.
Yeah, I wouldn't really poke Mom too much about it, considering they're already in hot water for getting me unbanished for my protest. Even though I explicitly told him not to. I kept telling him, don't you dare, I will wait this out. And I will just continue to do what I'm doing until it gets undone, because this is protest. And he was like, no, I'm not fucking having it. And it just basically told both the moderators to go fuck themselves.
Why was he? How would he be in hot water? He owns the platform.
Because for some reason, people on the dev team and moderation team seem like, at least a few of them, don't seem to respect the fact that he literally runs the company. And yeah, as much as most of them are volunteer because the company doesn't have much money to begin with, yeah, he's literally upholding this entire platform and community. Without him running the ABI company and just not letting it go into the ground, like if he wasn't doing that, this game would have already died months ago. One of the multiple times it nearly did die.
I see.
This shit
for
got
me, I just
popular
want...
real quick.
Huh?
I'm just saying.
Like, for me...
I have no
for
fucking clue
me,
what they're on about, huh?
I don't know. Like, for me, I would just like Marn to wear his big boy pants and actually do some good changes. That's
I
where I'm at.
mean, that's the problem. Every time he tries to enforce anything, he gets shitloads of pushback for no reason. Literally any change he tries to make or do, he just gets like fucking attacked for it. And it's like, cool, that's not what you're supposed to do as moderators.
He should just like be like, no, you're dealing with this. It's good for the platform.
Yeah, he
Deal
does.
with it.
Like he does put him in the place, but like it's still annoying that everything single miniature thing he does gets a shitload of pushback from both those two unwanted moderators specifically. Those two specifically push him back quite a bit.
Here's my saying. Marm should be like, okay, I did this. No, I don't like that. Okay, why are you still here?
That's the problem. There's nowhere else. There's no one else to take that position. If he got rid of Wand, there is no other people on the moderation team currently who are willing to step in to fill that role.
Hire someone then.
As much as there are, huh?
Oh god.
Hire someone that will do that. That's where I'm at.
That's the problem. To get a rank like that, you need trust. And if there's not a lot of people who you want like actively trust, and there's not a lot of trusted people who are willing to take the position, then you kind of have a bit of a predicament because you have to hire someone new who you don't trust to take that position.
That is such a pain in the
nowhere
ass.
else.
I've done that exact role. I do that exact role every day for multiple projects. I know nobody wants to take it, and I know for a fact that because I came here initially when I was not in the best mental state, that I wouldn't be able to get that trust, but otherwise I'd be more than willing to help.
Yeah.
Fuck. I run multiple communities. I'll put it that way. Ugh. What's up, Blake?
I would say like I don't like those two honestly because of the way they act and behave, and just think they own the platform when they don't.
You guys keep saying those two. I really have no idea who you're
We don't really
about.
refer to them by name because doing so would actively fucking, like, for the most part, get you clapped if you talk too much about it. It's the reason why I usually only talk about it in private lobbies.
Can you DM me who you're talking about?
I have no idea how the fuck to spell this. Those two.
I have never actually met either of those.
Well,
Okay,
one
interesting.
of them is head moderation, and another one of them is just a regular moderator, but they have a history of basically getting with people to gain power and protection. They did it in VR chat amongst the Gang Monkey communities for years. The Gang Monkey communities eventually woke up to it and went, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing?" And then started basically kicking them out of all the groups and then putting them on KOS lists so they get crashed out of the game. And then after that, they tried leeching into VR chat moderation to try and get protection from getting crashed. And the same sort of thing happened. VR chat moderation was like, okay, we're not fucking dealing with this either. So then they got banned from the platform multiple times on every account they made. So then they went to other social VR games that weren't this one and came across people from those monkey communities that decided to just de-weaponize and go to other platforms because they got tired of VR chat as a whole, which is what happened with me. And then they basically got pushed out of those communities because everyone knew who she was. Until she came here, when no one knew who she was. So she settled here as a regular user for a bit, got with another moderator of this platform who's no longer, from what I can tell, in moderation, and he actually left after they broke up for something. I don't know what exactly because I haven't heard from him in fucking years, but she broke up with him and oh so miraculously ended up with the head of moderation very close to after he got promoted to that position. It's almost like she's doing the exact same thing she was doing for years before that.
Eventually, she'll get caught and get clapped. It's only a matter of time.
It's
Yeah, that's the thing.
so I will say, one of the only reasons why I'm so successful as a head mod in the 4 projects that I'm in, that each deal with at least 1,000 people, is because I tend to be as hands-off as possible. I tend to not engage very much with people. I tend to not, make it about me. I'm not a moderator unless I'm actively moderating. That's how I treat it. I'm just
Yeah,
as much of a
exactly.
person as everybody else, and that's why I only moderate if I have to moderate at the time. So, like, for example, somebody sends a ticket. This person is harassing me. Here's a boatload of evidence. I will go, all right, you made me put my gloves on. Let's do this. But otherwise gloves are off. I don't fucking baby hand anybody ever. I don't even enforce the rules unless somebody's actually, complaining about it, because I think people should be able to act like adults and not break the rules.
That is
And if
literally
it's
how
like not
Kjoy
severe,
works. Kjoy will be basically completely off. Like, yeah, he'll give you a bit of a guiding hand when he's off duty anyway, because that's kind of what he's supposed to do.
yeah, you don't
But
want
for the
to
most part,
let
he
people
doesn't
just
care.
create problems. You don't want
Yeah,
to
no,
you don't want to allow
if he knows
problems, but
someone's breaking the rules, but like he's not actively on duty, he'll kind of just say, hey, you should kind of not do that, and kind of just politely push you,
yeah,
maybe
that's the
send you a
best way to
message on
do it.
Discord to kind of just silently tell you.
Let
Because
people be
like
adults,
more
let
than a
people
couple
solve
times
their
I've
own
gotten very
problems, and when
interesting
things
in public,
become
and then Kjoy's kind of just noticed that I'm doing that. And then I'll get a casual sus gif over Discord as a response. But yeah, that's just how that
yeah,
goes,
I
and that's how it
I
should
totally
be
get that.
because it's great. The only time
Yeah,
Kjoy actually does something is if he's being pushed by other people to do it on the moderation team.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? When it comes to being a head mod, you need to act only when you are required to act. Otherwise, everything you do sets precedent.
Yeah,
And
and
that's
that's
what
the
you have to be
problem because
careful of.
those two are always recording with OBS at all times. They're always recording, always doing like sitting there waiting, and they'll get anyone on any minor infraction they make.
I mean, when it comes to moderation, you need to act like a turret, not a fucking CCTV system.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't
I
get
will
it,
I will
but yeah.
say when their days are numbered, and I feel like their days are numbered in some way, shape, and form.
Wait, there's a
some
fucking
way.
Destiny 1 update? What?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, because there was an error within the update back then, so it got updated. Justice.
I will say this: a lot of changes. What's one we use?
Huh.
Eventually, Marm's gonna get tired of it, and just be like, you know what? I found someone better. Get out. You know.
I mean, it's just gonna be
That's
a
event.
matter of a person within the moderation team able to and willing to replace the position. Because
Yeah.
sure, there are plenty of people who are able to do it, but there's not a lot of people who are willing to do it.
Man, if it were possible for me, I would. I just don't think that that's an opportunity that will ever open its door for me, because
No, because that shit would require buildup of trust, essentially. First, you gotta be in the moderation team, and then
yeah.
if you play your cards right, you get the lead position.
Right. Generally speaking,
Or
my biggest philosophy when it comes to moderating is I expect everybody to be able to behave like adults, and I will do everything possible to try to mediate before I have to moderate. That's the biggest thing that puts me above a lot of other people who are power hungry little goblin shits. It's mediation over moderation. And if that fails, you know you fucked up, because if I have to come here and I'm just like, "All right, I'm here now. You fucked up. We gotta talk now. You're coming with me. Come on, we're talking. We're talking before anything happens. We're talking. You're coming here." You know what I'm saying? If I ever have to do that shit to you on a game that I moderate or this or that, you know you fucked up. Like I'm giving you
hey, Allie,
one last fucking
Huh?
chance.
I have an epiphany.
Mm.
Oh,
Why not just get rid of head moderator as a role and have every moderator be equal on equal terms?
What's up? Sorry.
Why not just like remove? Why not just remove the title of head moderator and have every moderator have like equal power in terms?
I don't know. That's not a me thing to ask. That's a Nexus thing to ask when he gets promoted.
Big fucking mood. Wait,
Because Nexus,
what is he
when
getting
Nexus
promoted
gets
for?
promoted, he's gonna be managing pretty much the entire chill out game while Mom runs the company. That's literally Nexus's entire position. He's been running it since he was added to the dev team.
About fucking time, Nexus actually has the balls to do shit.
Well, yeah,
Nexus
no
is a
shit.
good guy.
He actively told both those two to go fuck themselves when they joined most of his lobbies because he knows what they want to do, which is that they prowl the lobby trying to get people.
Yeah,
Like if they
I know
join,
that Nexus.
you'll see him do it because he dislikes them about as
No,
much as
no,
most of the
I
community
know,
do.
I see, I know, I know, I seen myself.
Yes.
No, like Nexus, Nexus knows what the fuck he's doing and shit like that. Honestly,
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if he even has a little bit of knowledge of at least what one of them gets up to, because I know he's been in a few communities in the past. So it wouldn't surprise me if he's heard through the grapevine, because, like, literally, the only reason I know
like
this information is because I was told by, like, multiple people from the old days, and also just a shitload of people who came here from VR to check it out, and then noticed that they were on the moderation team, said, sorry, I can't play this game
no,
anymore, I need to be...
I started digging. In one of them, and I started doing digging on one of them and stuff like that because they were starting to get really close to me in a weird way, like trying to fish for
Mm.
information. And I'm like, okay, I need to know who this fucking person is, and then seeing their behavior before and stuff like that, and like, this person has a child, and they're acting like this. What? Okay, no, I'm just going to just like distance myself from all this.
Last time I saw somebody do that shit, I knew who they were and I called Child Protective Services.
You know, you know, we have the same wavelength, my guy.
My brother.
Yeah.
I wonder what happened to the child afterwards. Are they doing okay?
Oh, I already know. I already know what happened, and the reason why I called Child Protective Services is because it was okay. I'm gonna say this rather let's see. Let me
You can
figure out the
keep it
wording.
fake.
Like
Let me-
honestly,
let me figure out
it
the
would be
word chat.
funny
Uh-huh.
when
So
Nexus
basically what
like
happened
take his position
was
and stuff like
the
that, and
child-
basically like,
I just-
hey, I found a
I
new
could
head
hear
moderator, get the fuck out.
the-
You know, someone that Nexus trusts because he actually worked in the game industry and shit.
in
Yeah, it
the
wouldn't
And know
surprise
some
me.
people.
But
time
again,
that I
that's
had
just, it's all
known
speculation
about
until
them,
he actually does
this
what
was
he
on
needs
VR
to.
chat way back in the day.
Yeah.
I knew who they were
Okay.
because I was in a similar
I need a
group, and in that
well,
group,
shit, I
everybody
need to take
used
a
their
shit.
real name except for me. Nobody liked me because I refused to tell them my real name, and so, you know, I was just like the fucking odd one out. But I knew what their name
Which is
was, and I
fair.
also
That's
knew where
actually
they
really
fucking
cool. So
lived
Destiny
because
1 got an update to its tower.
I knew where they lived because they were not very private people, and that's their biggest mistake. So I could hear in the background this chick's boyfriend just screaming at her toddlers. I could just hear him screaming profanity, slurs, just saying shit. This is why your mom doesn't give you any fucking hugs or attention, because the kid dropped a glass of milk, literally. Now I saw that shit, and yeah, I listened to that, and so I know, at least for now, because when you file a CPS report, in some cases they will actually give you a follow-up. I know that they were put into foster care. I don't know whether or not they got adopted, but I do know for a fact that the home that they were in was abusive. So in the best case scenario, it's less abusive. Worst case scenario, it's probably not any worse.
It is unknown. Fate unknown.
Fate unknown. Yes. So I know that they did get taken away.
I guess that's one good
Oh
thing.
boy, the amount of death threats I got for that. Ooh!
Yeah, and also fair enough.
God, I love how like the
don't-
comment section of this video, just people
The thing
gushing
is,
over
I
Destiny
don't throw
1.
my
just
identity
recorded-
around.
I just, you know, when they started throwing me death threats, I made a YouTube video of me just doing fucking Fortnite dances and TikTok dances and shit like that, with the comments superimposed on the background of a VR chat green screen world. So I was just dancing over their fucking death threats.
Good thing you kept your identity hidden, huh?
Yeah, I don't tell anybody my real fucking name and address at the same time. Like, you can know my name, but you're not gonna know literally who I am. I'm a ghost. You can look me up on Google and you're not going to find anything. I'm serious. You won't find anything about me. I'm not allowed to get my own bank account because I don't have any information that they can use for a background check. I've tried.